Today we are going to be talking about the biggest bricks in the Edison format. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. So what is a brick? Of course, if you aren't familiar with what a brick is, what is the worst card to draw out of all of these cards that are, common within the Edison format? I don't know what I'm going to be ranking S tier, but we're going S all the way over to D tier. D tier being, I don't mind drawing this card, okay? Again, this is from the Edison format. I did not choose all of these cards. I was looking for a tier list to make on Yu-Gi-Oh! And this was featured on the website, okay? Starting off with X-Saber Airbellum. Now, this is as an X-Saber player. I don't mind drawing this card, but it's not nearly the best card to draw in the world. I would much rather, get it through the effect of something like an X-Saber Emmer's Blade or have this thing in the graveyard somehow. It's not the best draw, but it's not like a, oh god, because you can still use it with Boggart Knight. You can use it with a normal summon. I don't mind it at all. So I'm going to put this one into the C tier. It's not quite like, oh yeah, I just drew X-Saber Arabellum, but it's not bad, okay? Alien Shock Trooper. I don't even know what deck you would use this in. What is this in the Edison format? What deck does this play in? I mean, it's a big boy 1900 attack monster. Maybe it's because you summon it. No, Rescue Rabbit wasn't legal back then. I'm trying to think of like why somebody would play this, and I'm somebody who plays the Edison format. I don't know. You don't want to draw a regular normal monster, so I'm going to put it into the B tier, okay? Let's continue on over Big Piece Golem. I don't even know why you would run this card in your deck, but this card is a ridiculous card to draw. This is going to go into the A tier, maybe the S tier. Let's continue on to Vayu. You know what? At least that you can set this monster. At least you can discard it somehow. It's not necessarily a card that you would like to get, but I don't think it's too bad of a draw. I'm going to put this one over into the B tier, okay? Now, Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is a card that you do not want to draw. It requires 2 tributes to summon. There's various ways that you can get this card out. Unless you have like a trade-in or something like that. Definitely not a card that you want to draw. I'm going to be putting this into the A tier. I'm actually going to put Big Piece Golem underneath that, okay? Destiny Hero Malicious. Now this is a card that you do not want to be drawing. You want this card in your graveyard. And on top of that, you don't want it in your hand because if you use Malicious effect in the graveyard, you have one in your hand, you won't be able to use the effect. This is an S tier. This is a card that you do not want to draw at all. Now for this Flamvel monster, but the name is escaping my memory. You want to get this thing out with Flamvel Fire Dog. You don't want it in your hand. But at the end of the day, it's a 4-star tuner monster. You can use it. For that reason, I'm going to put it to the C tier along with X-Saber Arabellum, okay? Flip-Flop Frog. As somebody who plays frogs and frog monarchs, especially in the Edison format, I don't mind drawing this card. This is actually straight up a D tier. You can set it. It's a good card. You flip it face up. It has a good effect. Is it because people just like want to use it as a substitute fodder? Perhaps. But I don't mind drawing that card, okay? Let's continue on to the Ancient Gear Dragon. Now, this is also a card that you do not want to draw. This is a card that you just want to get out with Gear Town. It might be worse than drawing Blue Eyes White Dragon because there's not exactly a ton like in that deck where you can just like, oh, we're just going to discard this card. At least with Blue Eyes White Dragon, there's a couple things that you could maybe do. This one is an S tier along with Malicious, okay? Now, Lightsworn Gareth, or Garoth, however it's pronounced. Not a card that you want to draw. As a Lightsworn player, I'm also a Gladiator Beast player that we will be talking about. It's not a card that you want to draw, but it's a card that you'd like want to get out using some sort of Lightsworn monster effect from the graveyard or something like that, getting it out with Illumina, things like that. But at the same time, it's an 1850 4-star monster in the Edison format. Not the end of the world at all. We're going to put this one into the C tier. I'm going to put it right behind X-Saber Arabellum, okay? Now, this is a Gladiator Beast monster that you absolutely do not want to draw because you don't get the effect for... It's because of the effect is really good, right? Obviously. But you need to actually summon it by using a Gladiator Beast monster. You can use Gladiator Beast monsters from the graveyard. You can use Gladiator Beast monster effects from the deck. Not special summoning from the hand. This is a beyond useless draw. And guys, I'm putting it ahead of Destiny Hero Malicious. Ah, no, I'm not. Because Malicious, like, from the graveyard, it halts things, man. It's almost there, though, okay? Destiny Hero Descendant. Not a bad card to draw. At all. I don't feel that way. But Flip-Flop Frog is better to draw. You can still use its effect. It's a 4-star. It's fine, okay? Ill Blood. Why is this like... I mean, I get that it's a brick to draw. But at the same time, I wouldn't even consider it like a bad draw. Yeah, you'd rather summon it in like in different circumstances, but there's cards that you contribute. I'm going to put this one in the C tier. Low C tier, okay? Now for Machina Force, guys, this is the definition of a brick to draw. Not a thing that you can draw. Not a way that you can summon it. You need a different card to summon it. This is going to go into the S tier. I'm going to put this big bad boy. Oh. At least you can normal summon here, okay? I'm going to put this one right behind Destiny Hero Malicious. That is a bad, bad, bad draw. Now, guys, I can't remember the name of this card for the life of me. I remember there's conditions to summon it, but I don't really remember too much beyond that. It can't be as bad as these ones, though. I'm going to put it in the B tier just for the sake of it, okay? Sorry about that, everybody. Now, for the Sky Scourge monster, this is obviously an effect that nobody uses properly. Nobody actually gets this big bad boy out onto the field. Everybody uses it with Phantom of Chaos, if anything. So, yeah, this is a real bad draw. Not a ton that you could even use to, like, discard it, things like that. We're going to put it into the S tier. Is it worse? Yeah, you know what? It's worse than Machine of Force. We're going to put it right into the S tier. Now, let's continue on over to Spine Gilman. Not the end of the world if you draw this thing, but of course, this is a common Deep Sea Diva target. It's usable, but it's not good. For that reason, we're going to put it into the B tier, low B tier, okay? This is a normal monster with like 1300 or 1200 attack. It's beyond me why anybody would even run this card, but at least you can summon it. B tier, right behind Alien Shock Trooper, okay? Titanial, however you pronounce her name, the Princess of the Blossoms. I know the card, I don't recall the name. Definitely not a monster you want to draw. This is a very common Lone Fire Blossom target. You're not going to tribute any monsters to get this thing out. It's a good card. It's kind of like on par with Blue Eyes White Dragon, to be honest with you. I'm going to put it right there with Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, Unifrog. Again, not the end of the world. It's probably just a target for Substitoad. I don't even run this card personally. I'm going to put it to the B tier. I'm going to put it right behind Vayu, okay? Excuse me if you can hear my notification over there. Now, Wolf. Wolf is a pretty interesting one, to be honest with you, because there's a lot that you can do with it. It's still a card that you can discard for things like Lumina. It's still a target for Solar Recharge. Like, in my Lightsworn decks, I oftentimes play 3 Solar Recharge. The problem is, obviously, you would rather just mill it. You can't normal summon. You can't set it. It's a bad draw if you have nothing else in your hand, but, like, if you open up with a Wolf or something like that, it's not the end of the world at all. I'm going to put this one. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm going to put it. Actually, I don't know if you guys would agree with me on this one. I think it's kind of like in a Vayu territory. I'm going to put it right behind Vayu, okay? Now, Red Eyes Wyvern. Still a monster that you can use. You can still get it to the graveyard. Obviously, you would rather just, you know, do your own thing and not draw this thing. There's a lot of other cards that you would rather see. I'm going to put it to the C tier, right behind the Flame Veil monster. With that being said, guys, this has been the biggest bricks in the Edison format. Let me know what you think down below. Malicious being the worst card that you could possibly draw. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Why don't you check out another tier list where we ranked all my favorite decks to play? I'd love to have you over there. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.